Is Hillary Clinton finished? From Washington, I'm Ed Kelly, editor of the Oklahoman. To help answer that question are my colleagues here in our Washington Bureau, Chris Casteel and Mark Green. Gentlemen, last night Hillary Clinton lost 2 more contests in both Wisconsin and Hawaii, which means that she's lost 10 in a row now to Barack Obama. If this was a baseball game, 0 for 10 would mean she's on the bench. My question to you today is this. Is she through, or does she have a fighting chance to come back and beat Obama sometime later this spring? Chris?
Ed, she's not through. She's got Texas and Ohio coming up. There's actually on March 4th 4 states voting. If she were to win Texas and Ohio, there's a lot of delegates at stake. That's what it's all about, is delegates, and she'd still be able to fight on. Obama's definitely got momentum, but again, it's all about delegates. She goes into Texas and Ohio and wins comfortably. She's still alive.
What do you think, Mark?
Well, I think Chris is right. I think the trouble, though, is that while the static situation says that she still has a chance, the delegate count is not that far off, the momentum factor starts to weigh in. These things just start rolling on top of each other. She hasn't won in a long time, and that starts to really count.
In fact, the last night she won, was it not, was Super Tuesday. One of the states she carried was Oklahoma.
That's right.
So, again, you're saying momentum plays as much of a role here, if not more so, as the actual delegate count.
Well, that's right. The polls will still say, at least for the next few days, that she's leading in Pennsylvania and Texas, but the momentum will start to roll on that, and those numbers are going to start to close. And by the time that primary gets here on March 4th, she might not have a lead at all. She might be behind.
She needs to win. If not both of those states, at least one of them.
She needs to win at least Texas or Ohio.
Or else she's gone.
Or else she's gone. Good
Agree
enough.
with that.
Let's talk briefly about John McCain. It looks like in recent days the presumptive Republican nominee is aiming his rhetorical fire, if you will, at Barack Obama and not Hillary Clinton. Is this a good tactic or a dangerous tactic, not only for McCain but for the Republicans to basically settle in on their presumptive opponent this early in the game?
I think it's a little bit like a boxing match where you don't want to be late to the punch, and so McCain is going ahead and taking his shots at the guy he thinks he's going to face in November. From a Republican standpoint, probably it's easier to shift back to Hillary if she should somehow manage to pull this thing out. They've already got the ammunition lined up for him. But Obama's a tougher target anyway, and so he's going to take his licks as early as possible.
Is this a good strategy, Chris?
He's actually using the same strategy Hillary Clinton is at this point, which is to accuse him of being nothing but empty rhetoric.
Right.
Though he does still criticize both of them when he talks about national security. He talks about the Democratic candidates. But last night he definitely seemed to be taking a preemptive and a pretty harsh shot at Obama.
Exactly. Well, there you have it. Chris Casteel, Mark Green from Washington. For more coverage of last night's contest, stay here on newsok.com and look for continuing coverage and analysis in the Oklahoman.